Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Wednesday afternoon to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. We are officially in the AFC Confrence Championship Game for our Toronto Huskies franchise, and we are facing off against the Cleveland Browns. And we'll still be in Toronto throughout the playoffs, and then Super Bowl venue, I think we're supposed to be in Arizona. That's where it was for Season 2. When we played for the London Bulldogs. So I'll have the Super Bowl episode from London for our London Bulldogs in the link below. So I uploaded that video about 6 days ago. So yeah, so we're going to view the playoff bracket to see who made the conference championship game. And apparently the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles have made it. So whoever wins those two games will advance on to the Super Bowl. So without further ado, we'll see you at kickoff time.
Today, from Toronto, Canada, it's the AFC Championship Game on EA Sports.
This is going to be a good matchup. We also faced against the Cleveland Browns to begin kickoff of our regular season back in week 1, which I'll also have the link to the video if you guys want to check that out. You absolutely can. So this is going to be a pretty fun matchup to watch here.
Joe Flacco and the Toronto Huskies taking on Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns.
Alright, now it is kickoff time here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, as the Cleveland Browns kick this away. And Joe Hayden will be facing off against his former team, where he spent his first 7 seasons of his NFL career. He breaks tackles along the way, and he does get stopped, however, at the 47-yard line. Sorry, it was not a touchdown, but hopefully on the next kickoff, when the Browns score either a field goal or a touchdown, we'll hopefully return it for a TD. So now Le'Veon Bell's going to run the football. We're going to do a juke move there, and he gained 12 yards on that run play. This will be now a 1st and 10, and we're going to do a passing play on 1st and 10. And it's actually a run play, so I don't know why they say for some plays it's supposed to be a pass, even though is it supposed to be a run play or a pass play? I don't know. So now this is going to be a 1st and 10. So now we're going to use the Y-seam curl. And we are at the 18-yard line here in Toronto. So now Joe Flacco is going to pass it to Gronk. And he gets this into the end zone. That is a touchdown. First receiving touchdown of the AFC Confrence Championship Game. And the Toronto Huskies lead this one 7-0 here at Maple Leaf Stadium. Alright, now Baker Mayfield steps onto the field for the first time today in this episode, the University of Oklahoma product. This will be a 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Mayfield, he's looking to throw the football. He passes it to Jarvis Landry, the LSU product. And that will be a 1st and 10 here for Cleveland. So Cleveland is trying to get their first touchdown of the game. And they've made the AFC Confrence Championship Game years and years ago. I think the last time they made it was, possibly around the 1980s, from what my understanding is. So now he throws the football to Nick Chubb, and he will get stopped at the 50-yard line, down at the middle of the field. And this is now going to be a 3rd and 5 here for the Cleveland Browns. So they're trying to make ways to make it to their first Super Bowl. And since making it to the NFL in 1950, they actually never won a Super Bowl. But in fact, they have actually made the old NFL, championship games. There were no AFC or NFC at that point. And the Cleveland Browns won. The last one was from 1964. That was the last time Cleveland had won, the city of Cleveland had won a championship, a league championship, until 2016, when LeBron and the Cleveland Cavaliers won their first title. And now this will be 2nd and 12 now from the 38-yard line. He throws the football to Nick Chubb, and he will get stopped at the 36. So now 3rd and 9 now here for the Cleveland Browns. as they are on offense. So they're at the 36. I'm thinking they're going to do a passing play, and they will. Will this be a completed one? They pass it to Austin Hooper, but the question is, do they make the first down? No, they do not. So they're going to have to convert. They're going to try to convert on fourth down, and if they don't make it into a first down, then it will be Toronto possession. So now they're going to hand the football off to Nick Chubb, and he does get stopped there. He lost 7 yards in this first quarter running the ball. And now we're going to do a pass play on 1st and 10, which we have possession of the football. And now Joe Flacco, he's ready to throw the football. Kenny Stills, he uses a juke move there. And he does get stopped at the 43-yard line. And we'll see you guys in the second quarter. All right, now this will be a 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. And now Joe Flacco, he's going to throw the football. He's going to pass it to Kenny Stills, who caught the last reception in the first quarter. So now this will be a 1st and 10. We're going to do a double slants route here for the Toronto Huskies, and Joe Flacco, he's ready to throw the football. I'm thinking about throwing it to AJ Green there, and he jumps on into the end zone. That is going to be a touchdown here for the Huskies. First receiving touchdown of this conference championship game by AJ Green, and now the Toronto Huskies will lead this 14-0 here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. So we'll see you guys when we're on defense. All right, now 1st and 10, 33-yard line. They're going to hand the football off to Nick Chubb, and he loses 1 yard there. Now it's going to be 2nd and 11 here for the Cleveland Browns as they're on offense, and they're at the 33. So the Huskies now, they're going to throw the football, and they're going to pass it to the receiver there. And now this will be a 1st and 10 now from the 46-yard line. And Cleveland, they're actually going to throw the football this time. And Odell Beckham Jr., he gets a reception, and he gets this into the end zone. That will be his first touchdown of the conference championship game. 54 yards, by the way, and the Toronto Huskies still lead it, but the Cleveland Browns just scored their first touchdown. So it's now going to be 14-7. All right, now this is kickoff time here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, as the Cleveland Browns kick this away, and Joe Hayden is ready to run the field. Hopefully he can get a touchdown on this kickoff, which he does not. He does unfortunately get stopped at the 29-yard line. And now we're going to think about throwing the football on 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. So now Joe Flacco, he's ready to throw the football. I'm going to pass it to Corey Davis, and he does get stopped there at the 41. 5 for 5, 114 yards. So I'm thinking we're going to move the chains here, and I'm just going to run the football with Le'Veon Bell. And we just run the football anyway, so we're going to do a juke move there. We're going to get a first down anyway, so he goes out of bounds there. We get stopped at the 2, and this is now going to be a 1st and goal. I might just do a small pass play either to AJ Green or Corey Davis possibly, or maybe even Kenny Stills. So now Flacco throws the football, incomplete, 5 for 6, 114 yards there. And now they're at the 2-yard line. So I'm going to think about throwing this to Kenny Stills. Can he catch it? The answer is no, but this is now going to be a 3rd and goal now from the 2-yard line. And Joe Flacco, he's ready to throw the football. He's going to pass it to Kenny Stills, and he gets the touchdown. So now Kenny Stills gets a touchdown. So now this will be a 21-7 lead here for the Toronto Huskies, and we'll see you guys when we're on defense. Okay, now 1st and 10. Baker Mayfield, he's ready to throw the football, but he does get sacked by Preston Smith, the former Washington Redskins linebacker. So now this will be a 2nd and 22 now from the 24-yard line, as Cleveland, they're going to try to throw the pass deep as they can, but CJ Mosley, however, gets an INT, but the question is, can he return it into the end zone to claim it a touchdown, and that is a 29-yard pick six there by CJ Mosley, and we're going to attempt a 2-point conversion, and we'll see you guys in the second half. All right, now this is 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line here in Toronto, and Odell Beckham Jr. gets a reception. This is now still going to be 1st and 10. We allowed 114 total yards defensively. So, Odell Beckham Jr., 2 receptions, 78 yards, and he did score a touchdown. So, Austin Hooper gets a 1st down and a reception. So, this is going to be a 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. So, they're going to hand the football off to Nick Chubb. He's going to gain some yards and we'll get a 1st down. So he had +5. He has 5 yards right now. And he, I think, had -8. So that brought it up. And now this is going to be a 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. They're going to throw the football to Jalen White. And he gets a first receiving touchdown of this football game. And now the Cleveland Browns are going to do a 2-point conversion. Ours was successful when we last scored our touchdown. So, question is, will their 2-point conversion be successful? The answer is yes. Jalen White there proved it because he caught the football. And now the Cleveland Browns are ready to kick off. And the Toronto Huskies, Joe Hayden, he's ready to run the field for the Toronto Huskies. And he will get stopped at the 27-yard line. This is now going to be a 1st and 10. So now we're going to sub our quarterback. So we're going to use the I form. And we're going to put Cam Newton in. And then we're going to put our running back Frank Gore. So we'll be running the football with Frank Gore more in this second half than Le'Veon Bell. So now Frank Gore has possession of the football. He's going to juke, and he does get stopped at the 49 for a gain of 22 yards. And this will be a 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line here in Maple Leaf Stadium in Toronto. So now Cam Newton, he's going to throw it deep, and that is going to be incomplete. His first incomplete pass of this game. And now this will be a 2nd and 10. And Cam Newton, he's ready to throw the football. He's going to pass it to Gronk. And will he get it in the red zone? Yes, he will. They're at the 16 right now. So I'm thinking of using a quick slant route here for the offense. So possibly I'm going to use AJ Green as my wide receiver. So now Cam Newton, he's going to throw the football. He's going to pass it to AJ Green, and he slides on into the end zone for a touchdown. And this will be a 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. It will now be 36-15 here in Toronto. We're actually going to take a break, and we'll see you guys when we're back on offense. All right, now this is the beginning of the 4th quarter here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. So the Toronto Huskies, it looks like they're 4 minutes away from winning the AFC Confrence Championship Game and advancing on, to the Super Bowl. And whoever wins the Vikings-Eagles game is who we will face in the Super Bowl. And I'm guessing the Vikings and Baker Mayfield throws the football there. This will now be a 2nd and 3. They're at the 23-yard line here in Toronto. So Cleveland is looking forward to scoring their 3rd touchdown of this football game. But there is a flag. The ball is out. So Malcolm Jenkins does get stopped though. And let's see what it is on. It is on holding, but there is a fumble. And it is on Joel Bedino, and we are going to decline because we have possession of the football. So now we're going to have possession of the football here, and Cleveland just got their 3rd turnover of this football game, one of them being a touchdown, which was that pick 6 rather. 2 for 4, 51 yards, and 1 touchdown for Cam Newton in this game. So he's done really impressive I'd have to say. And now he's going to throw the football. He's going to pass it to Corey Davis, and he will get stopped there at the 43. We'll see you guys after the 2-minute warning. All right, now this is going to be a 3rd and 11 from the 18 here in Toronto, and now Cam Newton, he's ready to throw the football, and that, my friends, is going to be an incomplete pass. So we're going to attempt a field goal from 35 yards here. If we make it, we get 3 points. If not, the Cleveland Browns will gain possession of the football. Will this be 3 points? The answer will be a yes. So now this is going to be a 39-15 lead. We'll see you guys when Cleveland has the football. All right, now 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. And now Baker Mayfield, he's ready to throw the football. He passes it to Austin Hooper. He gets stopped at the 48-yard line. And now this will be a 1st and 10. So Baker Mayfield, he's trying to throw the football, but the ball is out and appears to have been Malcolm Jenkins. At first I thought it was J.J. Watt, but not. And he returns it to the end zone. That will be a touchdown by Malcolm Jenkins. And it will be now 46-15. We're going to take a break, and we'll see you guys when we're back on offense. If we're not back on offense by then, we'll see you at the end of the game. Odell Beckham Jr. gets his 2nd receiving touchdown of this AFC Confrence Championship game, but it will now be 46-22. We'll see you guys at kickoff. All right, now it is kickoff time here in Toronto, and now Joe Hayden and the Toronto Huskies are ready to return to kickoff anyway, and he does get stopped though at the 34. So now we only got 23 seconds left in this football game, and we're officially AFC champions, and we advance to the Super Bowl, either against the Minnesota Vikings or the Philadelphia Eagles. Whoever wins that game will advance on to the Super Bowl. But Gronk gets an incredible reception there. So 5 for 8, 146 yards for Cam Newton. And now we're just going to run the football. And the game is over here in Maple Leaf Stadium. So now the Toronto Huskies are your AFC champions. So congrats to them. They advance on to the Super Bowl. And I'll explain more about what happened during the game and statistics. So all I want to say is thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Please stay tuned for more content in the near later future, and we'll see you guys next time. All right, Baker Mayfield, 140.2 passer rating, 21 out of 23 there, 298 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 INT, which, by the way, was returned by C.J. Mosley, 145.0, and a 145.8 passer rating by Newton and Flacco both. 3 touchdowns for Flacco, 1 for Newton. So rushing-wise, there were no touchdowns in this game. So let's check out the receiving-wise. So 5 receptions, 123 yards, and 2 touchdowns for A.J. Green. Odell Beckham Jr., 4 receptions, 104 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Rob Gronkowski had 3 receptions, 104 yards, and a touchdown. Jalen White had 3 receptions, 47 yards, and a touchdown. And Kenny Stills had 3 receptions, 43 yards, and 1 touchdown. Defensively, let's check out our defense. So Preston Smith had 2 sacks on the day. JoJo Brackens, Demario Davis, and Cam Jordan all had sacks. Sheldon Richardson and Olivier Vernon had 0.5 sacks. So C.J. Mosley had the game's only interception, and he returned it for 1 touchdown. Also, Malcolm Jenkins had a fumble recovery for a touchdown. That wraps it up, everybody. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Please stay tuned for more content, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Super Bowl!